Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we will do one more video in the generative AI playlist and specifically we look at Oracle generated data. Okay, I have been working on this mini project for a while. I know the last video which I posted on this similar topic was about a month back. Now, in the last month, I have been working on a project for a client where I was implementing a module called Channel Revenue Management. And there is a separate playlist in my channel about Oracle Channel Revenue Management. Now, that one deals with promotions, rebates, things like that. So when I was working on that project, I came across an idea that we should do something in generative AI, which is used to handle the customer disputes. Because there are a lot of scenarios when your client will sell some products to the customers as part of your O2C process, but then the customers may end up returning the product or maybe raising disputes in the product. So this all relates it to your customers module, which is AR module, collections module, channel revenue management module. So all these modules, when you implement an Oracle, they generate a lot of data, right? And my objective in this quick demo is to show you what we can do with that kind of data. Okay. So let me close this playlist and let me go to the data file which I've created. Sorry, this is in CSV, but I'm going to be expanding that in Excel. Now this is done in generative AI natural language processing process. Okay. So here the fabricated customers are the customer name, the product type, the dispute category, and the dispute description. In this case is customer A is disputing that the item product W was delivered late. And there was a resolution done previously. It was resolved by issuing a partial credit note. Okay, that was for this customer. And then similarly, there is another customer D, who has purchased product X that was also delivered late. But in this case, the quantity was verified and the customer was sent a corrected invoice. So every company where you implement Oracle, which has modules like AR, which has modules like customer experience, they make note of all this information. They have a system where they make note of all this information of when we sold something to a customer and they disputed it or they raised it as a defect. What did we do in return? Did we issue a credit note? Did we resend an item? Just like what Amazon does. If you buy an item with Amazon, you're not happy, you send it back. Sometimes they ask you, do you want me to refund it back? Do you want me to send the same item back? So that sort of thing. Okay, very similar to that. Now, this is what we are going to see in this project as part of the generative AI. And this is not there is no defined rule that, if this is the item, this is what we need to do. That is done totally by the LLM. And in this case, I've used the OpenAI LLM. Okay. All right. So let me close this data file and I go to my PyCharm, which I always like doing. Okay. And I go to this folder. All right. So this is the file which I just showed you, enhanced dispute data. Okay. And the code which I've written over here is called dispute.py. So let me run that code. So like I always do, I use the Streamlit application for running the UI. Okay. This runs a Streamlit application on my local machine. Oh, sorry. It should be Streamlit run. So let it run the Streamlit application on my local machine. I'm going to widen this a little bit. Okay. Now it's asking me to enter my OpenAI. So this is the place where I load my API key. As soon as I load my API key, it tells me drag and drop the CSV file, which is your dispute file. Now, in the real implementations, what you can do is you can build a PaaS solution inside of Oracle where you don't need to manually keep on loading this kind of data file with all the previous disputes. You can use other mechanisms to consolidate that information. Like you can have a web scraping methodology where you can, query all the different concerns and disputes raised, or if there is a source system where they are maintaining all this, all that information can be extracted. Okay, and it has to be loaded in one place and you can have the system automatically read that. You don't need to manually upload that file. Now, because I'm working on a standalone environment, I'm uploading this file manually. But in real projects, we don't need to upload this manually. We should not ideally. Okay, we should be able to make the system get that information by itself. So I'm going to be uploading this file which I just created, the enhanced dispute data. Okay, once it is uploaded, it selects a customer by default. If you've seen the file, let's open the file again. So there are customer informations, right? There is ABCDE customers, or rather, let me put it in the Excel format. So you see there is ABCDE. There could be more customers, but our proof of concept is based on ABCDE, and there are some 5 products for that customer. There is 5 different categories of disputes. Okay, and this is the generic English description of that dispute. And what was the resolution? Okay, the resolution is also five unique ones in this case, but it could be more. All right, so let's go back here. So I have selected the customer A, or in fact, system has selected defaulted the customer A, but let me go and select customer B instead. Okay, once I do that, let me scroll down. First thing it does is it actually shows me past disputes and resolutions. So this customer would have raised disputes more than once, and that's what our data file also tells us, right? So this first shows me the different dates, and you have the disputes. What was the dispute and what was the resolution? This is no intelligent thing. It is just showing you from that file. There is nothing it does. Okay, it just tells the customer service representative. It gives the representative a snapshot of whether this customer has been raising a lot of disputes or not. Okay, and it also tells the system about it. Now scroll down. So it also gives a pictorial representation of number of products purchased by customer B. Now in this case, we know that there are only five products. Okay, but it tells me in the last whatever number of time frame, this customer B, okay, has purchased this product these many number of times. Okay, so that's what this table tells. This can be expanded to different products, different customers. In this example, I've only used five products per customer, right? So that's it. And then it'll also tell me the category of the dispute. I've created a pie chart where I see this is the customer B, and customer B across the different products. What are the different types of disputes he or she has raised? Payment mismatch, 19%, duplicate charge, wrong quantity, late delivery, incorrect pricing. Okay. So all these can be expanded further to handle the real life business situations. This is just a proof of concept. I'm just using five different examples. It may not be, it is not necessary that it will do it for like, same kind of reasons could be there for every product. So it depends on what we have, what kind of data we have. Okay, after everything, now it gives me a place. Now you tell me what is the current dispute. You've seen all the past disputes. Everything is based on the past disputes. The generative AI piece is over here, and this we can enter in English. Okay, plain English. You can say customer B is disputing incorrect pricing or anything like that. Let's say customer B is disputing that product is damaged. Okay, let's say that customer B and is requesting a refund. So this is all in natural language, English language, just like you can see. And then you can have a detailed description also over here. And then there is a generate resolution button. Now, this generate resolution is done by the system, which is done by the LLMs. Okay. Let's click on that. It runs on top. So the system is generating the recommendation. Let's wait and see what it shows up. Okay. So it says, Dear customer B, thank you for bringing to our attention the issues you are experiencing with the recent product purchase. So this is all the customer service language. We apologize and all that. And then here it says, we review all the feedback we receive by eradicating incidents. All that is also fine. After reviewing your complaint and based on the previous dispute resolution, we propose an allowed deduction to compensate this unfortunate situation. This deduction will be in the form of adjusted price for your product, which will be essentially function as a rebate on your purchase. So it tells me that this will be considered as a allowed deduction. Okay, because sometimes the customers take deductions or short pays, right? So in this scenario, because the product is damaged, the system is reviewing and saying that this is proposing as an allowed deduction, and the deduction will be in the form of the adjusted price. Okay, so they'll be getting a rebate. We believe this solution is akin to our short pay situation, providing you a discount without you actually returning the product. So they don't need to return the product if it's a little bit damaged. They want to keep continuing that, but they are going to get some kind of discount. And in addition, we are also introducing a promotion for your next purchase as our way of showing regret for the inconvenience cost. However, please note that the promotion suggestion could be an unallowed deduction in terms of conditions or if the conditions are not met. So some additional criteria. Okay. Furthermore, we'll ensure you receive a letter of apology from our team with the explanation of your adjusted pricing. So, bottom line is, team in the customer service team, the main objective is to keep the customer happy. So, using these kind of different options, they tried their best to retain the customer so that they can purchase new products, similar to what Amazon does with us. Okay, and you can always, this is just the name and the position, but you can enhance it with the customer service team and things like that. So let's try to select a different customer now. Okay, we'll say customer C, and again it shows me all the details of customer C, what the products purchased of customer C were, what is the dispute category of customer C, and then let's say it gives me a default explanation, but I can say customer C is not happy with the price and finds better alternative. Generate solution. Let's see what it does. All right. So this one says, we appreciate you bringing this issue to our attention. Based on our previous, you have been, if you have been overcharged, okay, we'll proceed you an unallowed deduction, allowed deduction. This will allow adjusting the price and refunding the difference to match the correct amount. So here it does that, and it's generally using the language which is given by the LLMs based on my prompt. So I don't need to show you the entire code, but let me just quickly show you the prompt which I've used. Okay, so the prompt which I've used is, a customer is disputing the following. Issue has to be handled before the following resolution. Based on the previous resolution, suggest a professional response and solution for this dispute. Use terminology such as allowed deduction, unallowed deduction, short pay, discount, promotions, and rebate. This is something I have given. The reason is, this is what we do in the Oracle Channel Revenue Management module, and this is generally a customer specific language. Okay, so in this particular scenario, this is what I've done, and this is the code which I've written. I don't mean to get too technical in this code, but in this code I've written all the logic required to handle this kind of generative AI programming. Okay, so that's what I had, team, for today. I'd been working on this for some time. I know it's been a month. Sorry for the delay, but if I bring something to you in form of generative AI, I would like it to be a real life project situation. Okay, a real life use case for a business. So that's what my focus has always been on. All right, thank you very much for your time. I'll see you again in the next session. Bye.